Hello children, welcome for today's biology class. So today we are going to study why Mendel's theory was remained unrecognized, chromosomal theory of inheritance and experimental verification of chromosomal theory. Now let us go inside the chapter. So why the Mendel theory, what he proposed, so it remained unrecognized. The different reasons are there. So main thing, the communication, it was not much easy during that time. So now the communication is very easy, but during that time, it was very difficult. So it was publicization, and it was very difficult. And apart from that, the concept of genes, what he told as factors, okay, so it was mainly when you observe, it was showing some variations. What he told, it was stable, but it was showing some variations what he could not explain properly. And what he used, that mathematics, his approach towards mathematics, it was difficult to explain for the biological phenomena and the mathematical principle what he was explaining. Many of the biologists during that time, they could not understand. And finally, he could not provide any physical proof for the existence of factors. So during that time, that much science and technology, it was not much developed. So that's why he could not give much of the physical proof. And now let us come to the experimental verification. So how it can be done, the chromosomal theory of inheritance. So here in the case of chromosomal theory of inheritance, so the two scientists, so Walter and Boveri, so these two scientists, they proposed chromosomal theory of inheritance. So here he mainly these two scientists they work out the chromosomal movement during meiosis. Crossing over occurs during meiosis, and these and all so it was talk mainly these two scientists they told regarding this, Walter and Boveri. So the behavior of chromosomes, what do they do now? So during meiosis, they try to segregate, and apart from that, they undergo crossing over also. These two you study in your 11th. You know that. So on the basis of this, they explained the segregation of the chromosome during gamete formation. That during meiosis they separate, and during fertilization, once again it restores. Means the haploid condition will become diploid again. So and the assortment of the chromosome, what Mendel explained, that also they accepted assortment. But anyhow, because of crossing over, there was some changes also. So here for the proof of experimental verification of the chromosomal theory, so Thomas Hunt Morgan, he took the fruit fly Drosophila melanogaster, and he explained. So the fruit fly that you must have seen, when the fruits are cut open, the small house fly like flies, they will be sitting upon the fruits. That only you call that as fruit fly. The scientific name is Drosophila melanogaster. So it is suitable for genetic studies, and easily it can be grown in the medium laboratory, and they complete their life cycle within 2 weeks. And what do they do? They produce large number of individuals. So when they are due to and this reproduction, they can produce large number of progeny, and the clear differentiation between male and female flies you can easily understand, and the hereditary variations, and it can be observed under microscope also you can observe. So that's why these are the different reasons. So the Thomas Hunt Morgan, he chosen this Drosophila for his studies. Okay, sometimes the reasons it can be asked in 2 mark questions, children. So next let us study regarding the linkage and recombination. So Morgan, he hybridized two flies, that is yellow bodied white eyed females with brown bodied and red eyed male flies, and he intercrossed, and he produced F1 progeny. Actually, as the two characters it has been chosen, what should be there? Just the phenotype what he is getting, it should be resembling the 9:3:3:1, the dihybrid cross. But what he got, it was deviated, it was different from the dihybrid cross explained by the Mendel. So then he studied. So why there is the difference? Why the change is like that? When he studied, on the basis of this, he provided the theory of linkage and recombination. So sometimes the genes they show some physical association. They don't segregate. So this type is known as linkage. Okay, so here see here, linkage means the physical association of genes on a chromosome. Recombination, so when there can be exchange, you see here, due to recombination some new type of this chromosomes, that because of exchange, you see here. So here fully these of red, the color has been given to show the traits, right? And this is one trait here, mingling up of the traits occurred, that you call that as recombination. When you see the on linkage, when the genes are found close, the genes they were showing tight linkage, means more linkage and less recombination was there. Recombination, it is due to the crossing over. When the crossing over occurs, the resultant of crossing over, so that results in recombinance. Recombinance, they will show because of recombination, the recombinance. The resultant of recombination, you call that as recombinance, ANTS, recombinance. Okay, so when the genes are found close, when you observe, they will be closely linked, tightly linked. The tightly linked, they show less recombination, so and the crossing over also less. When the genes are far away, so what happens, they show more recombination and the cross, that is due to more crossing over. Okay, these 2 points you have to remember. Closely found genes are more linked and they show less recombination. Okay, one thing if you remember, then the other thing you can tell easily. So when the genes are far away, so the recombination will be more. So on the basis of this, the mapping of the chromosome also can be done. You see here, so here so these two genes, they are found close. So here these two genes, WM, they are found far away. So when you observe here, when the genes are found close, can you observe the parental type? It is 98.7. So here recombinant type 1.3, means the recombinance, that is due to recombination, it is formed. As the genes are found close, the recombination was less. That's why the recombinance produced also 1.3%. Here the genes are far away, because of that the recombinants are more. Can you see 37.2%. So here by this diagram you can come to the conclusion. So when the genes are found close, the linkage is more and the recombination is less. When the genes are found far away, so the recombination is more. Okay, so on the basis of recombination, you can find out the distance between the genes on a chromosome. This is the conclusion they came through. Okay, children. So this diagram you can go through. Sometime diagram based question also can be asked in exam. Okay, thank you. We'll meet in the next class.